Hey guys, welcome back to OceanGemTarot. Let me adjust this a little bit. Today we're about to get into it. I hope we shall see. My lighting is so off today. Ugh. Our notification just went out. Maybe I can get this adjusted a little bit, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. The way I can possibly see the screen, maybe. I don't know. I'm half vegged out. Hey, Davey. Hey, Jamie. I'm trying to fix my lighting so I can see. I'm like kind of bland. I have like half-ass makeup on. My war paint is like meh. So today I have angel number like 1000 or like 10 o'clock, because every time I look at the clock, it's always like on the dot or like a 33. So that's our angel number. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Let me turn this on so I can see the comments better. I can see you guys now. And then also I pre-pulled 2 cards from our Moonology, and it was confidence is the key to your success, new moon in Leo, and also it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. We had that one yesterday. So obviously some people need to get with it. It's time to release. And then after this, I'm going to do some more signs because that was fun. So we'll have fun like we did yesterday if you guys would like to join. So let's get, you know what I was going to do? Let me read this real quick. I'm slacking on my job here. My apologies. Okay, 1000 is a powerful angel number. It often carries spiritual meaning associated with divine power. It can seem as an omen to signify the presence of divine energy in our lives and also reminding us to trust in the guidance that's provided by the universe. So it's a really pretty number. It's a powerful symbol of positive energies and divine power. And 1000 also is a symbol. If you see it repeatedly, it is like very beneficial. And it also means the angels are working with you over time. It's a positive number and it brings in positivity. So, and it also enhances like sensitivity. So that's what I have for 1000. Hey, Tony, how are you? Oh, it's okay. I understand you're at work. All right, now I can see you guys again. So let me move my mouse out of the way, and then we will see what the actual message is. What do we have for us, for an angel, spirit guides, and ancestors? We have wisdom sideways. And we have hope. And we have the waiting game. And on the bottom of the deck, we have light. And then universe and third eye chakra. And then moving on. Hey, Tony Tinderone. I hope you're having a great day at work. So I'll show you guys wisdom, hope, and the waiting game. I feel like some of you guys are like not feeling as confident as you should because the light is like the sun and it's very, hopeful and bright and joyous, right? And it's just like kind of like negative self-talk going on. Cut that stuff out. Why? Don't do that. Don't talk negatively to yourself. Even if you're like, I'm just playing. Hey, Andy, how are you, babe? Even like when you're like, I'm just playing. It's not like it's sticking in your subconscious. It's bringing and attracting negativity to you. So don't speak bad on yourself, even if you're playing. We're going to cut that mess out. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. It's like you need to accept yourself and move on. Find peace in everything. You know what I mean? And I know that's kind of hard because you're like, peace in everything. Well, yeah, the world is chaotic, right? It is what it is. But you can still look at the upside on things, And then we have the Tower that's under hope. I feel like you guys are starting to move on and stand within your wisdom and your own power and really just kind of like accept the things that are and, the things that are out of your control. It's like releasing it, Then we have the Chariot in reverse, and that's on the waiting game. And then we have the Eight of Swords sideways, and that is going on the Five of Cups in reverse and the Fool in reverse. My hands aren't working for me. We have the Nine of Swords. It's going on the Chariot. Then we have the High Priestess, which is going on the Eight of Swords sideways. And then we have the Seven of Cups that's sideways and the Page of Cups. All right, guys, let's get into it. And on the bottom, we have the Six of Coins. So I feel like you guys are starting to really like go towards like what you're guided towards. Like you're starting to see like what Spirit has for you, what God has for you, what is being like put out in front of you, and the lessons that you've learned like from universe. You know what I mean? It's like you're accepting that and you're moving in towards that wisdom. It's like, you know, you can have the wisdom, but yet not really stand in it fully. I feel like you guys are adjusting and making that change and becoming more confident and standing within that wisdom. And in return, it's like giving you a gift. And the gift is like also bringing you hope. It's kind of like the Ace of Pentacles, right? But it's still like it's taking time with the waiting game. It's like, you know, it takes time to, I guess, adjust. You know what I mean? That's not really the word I was looking for, but you guys know what I mean. But it takes time. So it's like you guys are kind of like in the waiting game. You're in that transformation, that transition period, right? But I mean, the good thing is it's like you're finding peace within this situation. I feel like I need to pop my neck. All right. But some of you guys, it's kind of like your foundation, like with the tower, it's like it's shifting, right? It's kind of like it's making those adjustments. That way that foundation can become like more firm. But at the same time, it's like you guys during this waiting game and this transition, your foundation is shifting in order to like create more discipline within your actions as you go towards the things that you're wanting, right? Because if we don't have discipline and we don't stand firm in it, firm in it. Like we can't get the results that we want. So in order to get these results that we want, the universe is kind of like, you know, adjusting us, right? It's making you move in the ways that you need to be, in which that is releasing that negative self-talk and that negative thoughts of like, oh, I can't do this, or, you know, anything that the case might have you that might be negative self-talk. It's releasing it. That's what's shifting the foundation here. It's like coming out of that like entrapment, but entrapping yourself, like that self-victimization, right? But it's like really going into like self-acceptance and freedom, because both of these cards, like the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords, like the Eight of Swords is in reverse, it's acceptance, but the way it's going in is coming out of like not accepting things and like feeling like the victim, or you know what I mean, or like feeling down on yourself, into accepting what is and freeing yourself, right? Accepting and finding peace and moving on from the matters that you know just aren't like really good for you. It's like you're no longer sitting here like playing the fool. You're not letting people take advantage of you. You're not being reckless in situations, you know. You're no longer being naive. If you were kind of naive in some kind of situations, you know what I mean? It's like you got that wisdom, you're gaining it, and you're starting to transmute it and to use it. Which is a good thing, you know what I mean? I feel like one time, you know, as far as like this waiting game, you might be kind of like stuck in your head or feel like, yeah, I have a little bit of anxiety, but I feel like more, instead of being stuck in your head, it's like you're praying and releasing what you need to, you know what I mean? It's like you're not letting everything and all these emotions overtake you, but instead acknowledging it and then figuring out like where it is and what it's coming from, and then releasing that negative energy here. Because sometimes negative energy comes in and it takes a stronghold over you, but it's not necessarily your own. Like sometimes you have to trust your gut feelings, but then also sometimes it's like you just need to clear your space, because whenever like you're in a downtime, you know what I mean? You're feeling down or getting depressed, or like you're really sad, you're not in control of your emotions, you don't know why things are happening the way they are. That and creates like, it makes you vulnerable, it makes you open, it makes you open to things to attach to you and also oppress onto you, right? So I feel like you guys are kind of coming into this realization and noticing that, and just like, okay, well, what's going on? This is stressing me out. Well, really, I shouldn't be stressed out about it because this is happening, right? So why am I stressing? Okay, well, this energy may not necessarily be my own. It's like you're coming out of the dark and you're going into the light, but you're clearing out the area around you. And it's like kind of like creating your own safe space that in return is bringing you into like a brighter, more hopeful, like energetic era of your life. You know what I mean? It's like also, and then we have the high priestess, which is very big like on wisdom, using your intuition, and understanding your subconscious versus your conscious, right? It's like kind of a battle. So it's kind of like whenever you have that negative self-talk or negative thoughts on yourself or that hopelessness feeling, it's like recognizing it and then pushing it away, right? Because you don't want that stuck in your head. That's kind of like sometimes like if you've had somebody like always speaking down upon you, possibly like growing up, or these things of not thinking you're good enough, or it's like these things that have been thoughts, other people's thoughts that have been imposed onto you, brought up, that you have to correct in your own subconscious, which makes you more self-aware. So it's really like being self-aware of your thoughts and why you're feeling this way. So okay, is this mine or is it not mine, or what's going on? Being aware of your subconscious so you know exactly where you're at. And if it is because of you, like you're having anxiety, and it's because you're like, oh, okay, well, I understand where this anxiety is coming from. This anxiety is coming from like maybe you've been having money problems, but things are good right now, but they're still not stable to where you have money in the bank. But all of a sudden, like you get anxiety and you think, okay, well, what's coming up? Well, you still have like 2 weeks, right? And you're like, oh, okay, but I'm okay right now. And we're going to have it figured out. So like pushing that away, it's just being aware of why you're feeling the things and figuring it out within your subconscious. That way, you can train your conscious to not take things on so that you don't have that negativity around you that could attract other negativity to kind of invade your space. Does that make sense? I know that's a lot. It's kind of deep. But in return, I feel like it's like you're starting to see the results. Like you're not being distracted anymore. You're becoming more self-aware, which in return is like kind of really kind of like you're doing your due diligence within yourself. It's like you're creating something new. You're growing something new within inside yourself. And this something new is going to help you in all areas of your life, right? Because if you can transcend that and notice what you're doing, and it's like the universe is helping you, right? You're guided, like you're protected. You got your guardian angels with you, and they're helping, pushing you through on your journey, right? But through this, it's like we got to like really look within and use our manifestation, use our third eye. And using your third eye and opening that up, you have to be self-aware. So even though you're manifesting, you might be manifesting a lot and wondering why it's not coming in, but yet you have this negativity, even though you're working on putting out positivity, that you're still talking in your subconscious, which in return, it's kind of like the Amazon package. It attracts it, right? So you don't want to dig through a bunch of Amazon packages, not knowing what you're going to get, just to find the one thing that you're going to get. You might miss it. So it's like you got to fix that. And I feel like you guys are starting to move on from that. And that's going to bring in this victory and success. It's going to help you on your journey to get you to where you're going and to where you want to be and hit your goals and your aspirations and what it is that you want to do, right? It's like creating that confidence all around yourself. It's like that big, bright, yellow, happy bubble. And I know not everything is like shits and giggles, and not everything is like, dandelions and sunflowers, but it's kind of like you have to see the good in this situation, even though the situation might be kind of rocky, right? Because no matter how rocky it gets, it's still going to smooth out. It can't stay rocky forever, but coming out of that quicker is being self-aware, right? Releasing that negativity and being really confident within yourself and being aware of your subconscious and tapping into that wisdom and your intuition and the things that we've learn and that or that you're working on learning and that you're growing, right? And I feel like you guys are going to be really surprised by this. It's like kind of like a gift to you. So you might be becoming more sensitive and you might be kind of noticing these things and becoming more aware of the different aspects and things around you and how things work. But at the same time, it's like, you're going to be really surprised, because by working on this is also helping your dreams come true. It's also kind of like putting you on your journey, right? It's like you're going to become just like more clear. You're going to have that. It's like the universe is being generous and kind of like giving you a gift and helping you along your way. And it could be like a gift of money. It could be financial wise. It could just be being more self-aware, so we don't, repeat past mistakes, and that we can transmute that and move on to a bigger and better future, right? I feel like you guys are going to be very triumphant here with all of this that's going on. It's very deep. Like, this is a deep read, dude. You guys are awesome. Do we have anything else here? I feel like you guys are going to meet some new people. Also, is you're going to be creating new unities, new partnerships, like new connections are going to come out of this. And new connections are going to come out of it because a lot of times it's kind of like, how snakes shed their skin, right? You're shedding your skin, you're becoming larger, you're becoming bigger. It's like you're moving on. You know what I mean? And it's like the snake's not going to leave its skin and like kind of tote it along with them. So you have to leave it behind. So in return, I feel like there's going to be some people that really just aren't necessarily on your level or in your, in your group of that high vibing type area. Like, you guys are going into being like really high vibing. And I feel like there's going to be some people that you're like, wow, they're just really low vibrational. They bring me down. So there's some people you're going to be kind of moving on from, which in return is going to bring in like new connections. And these new connections can bring in new opportunities to you guys. Yeah, you guys are going to see by releasing these burdens, you're going to be accomplishing a lot. There's going to be a lot more coming in because there's going to be new people, new opportunities coming in. You're going to see the things around you that you never really noticed before because you're seeing it in a different light. It's like you change your perception, you'll change your perception, you'll change your life. That's one of my favorite sayings. Because it's true. You can change the entire outcome of your life and the things that are going on just by changing your perception. You know what I mean? Going within and getting that insight that you need, going within and really knowing yourself. And by knowing yourself, it's bringing you on to like making better choices or noticing different things you didn't notice before, or maybe finding a new path that will make things easier for you and also be more abundant to you, right? Knocking out hardships because you have that insight, and those hardships can even be within like family or like really anything. If you have the insight, you can kind of like go around it and go things a different way that can make the situation better. Yeah, I dig it. I think that's our read because nothing else is coming out. I lied. Yeah, don't doubt yourself, right? And then whenever you're making like this transition, you're becoming more self-aware and noticing is like, make sure that you're not prideful. And I know everybody might have moments of like weakness, but it's just noticing that moment of weakness, like, okay, this is happening now. And once you become aware, shifting it around, right? So that way it doesn't go back in the same direction. Right? Don't doubt yourself. And I think that has a lot to do with it. Like, be confident in yourself. Don't doubt yourself. That doubt is negative. Release that negativity, right? That way you can move on to like this brighter future. That way you can have this victory. You can have this success, and you can get those things that you're wanting and you're manifesting because you're not putting negative self-talk onto it. Yeah, I dig it. Because that's where these new opportunities are going to come in. You're going to be prosperous. You're going to have more financial gain. You're going to have more opportunities come your way. You're going to try new things and go on new adventures of life. And that's what's going to make life fun. It makes it exciting. Open yourself up and being courageous and going out and trying new things and doing new things and experiencing the world, because the world is a big place. It'd be boring if you stayed in the same spot all the time and never did nothing new. 10 of Cups. I dig it. It's going to bring in not only inner happiness, but happiness around you. It's like that true happiness. Happiness all over. I dig it. Like, your family's going to be happy. I feel like you guys are going to be accomplishing new things within and in your, like, in the 3D as well as the 5D. I dig it. That's amazing. I feel like you guys are going to be able to also help others as well, help others on their journey, help others recognize what it is that's going on, and really kind of help them open up. Because I mean, think about it. Everybody talks about, like, becoming awakened, but not everybody has an awakening. Not everybody is self-aware and goes through that process, because some people have a good life, right? And it's been good their whole life. So it's good. And so they never really have that spiritual awakening. And it's just kind of like you meet these people and you notice it, right? Some people have, really off kilter lives, but even then it's kind of like, oh, I'm awoke. But if you realize it and you really look at them, they're not actually awake, because they're not aware of the things that are going on necessarily, not just like around them, but within themselves. So how can you have a spiritual awakening if you're not willing to actually self-reflect and know what it is that's going on within yourself and in your subconscious, But I feel like you guys will be able, because like some people need guidance. Some people want to learn more, and they're trying to go through the process, right, of learning more. And so by you going through this process and the things that you've been through, and you're learning how to be more self-aware, and in returns, like you can be generous and share and help others along their journey as well. You know what I mean? It's equal give and take type thing. Yeah. You go higher, and you help others go higher. Yeah. Because this is new moon in Sagittarius. Like, luck is on your side. You guys are doing good. You're taking this journey. You're making the things to, like, you're taking the steps of where you need to go and where you need to take. It's just taking some time, because it takes time to shift that, right? Believe in the impossible, the blue moon. So luck's on your side. Believe in the impossible. We had angel number 1000, which your guardian angels are guiding you through. It's positive vibes. You're transcending negativity. Like, it's all part of your journey. Like, you're being guided and you're helped along. Like, your angels got your back. Win-win outcome is forecasted. Full moon in Libra. Your hard work is paying off. I don't know if this gets any more positive. New moon in Capricorn. It's a time for healing. I feel like that's what you guys are doing. It's healing that subconscious and becoming more self-aware, so that you can like raise your vibration even higher and take your journey to a whole new level. Yeah, I dig it. Let's grab some angel cards on that one. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Love you too, Davey. My David baby. So do you guys want to come back on and do some sign reads? We have breathe. Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly. And this will awaken your energy and release old patterns. If that doesn't fit, go on, Spirit. Clairaudience. Archangel Zachiel. Notice the loving guidance and hear inside your mind and from other people around you. I dig it. I dig it. Let's get one more. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Love you too. I'm glad you guys like the read. I know this is like kind of a deep read. I didn't expect this, but I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I guess we have to go deep. There we go. Leadership. Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume leadership and power in the position and lovingly guide others. Isn't that what we just talked about? Ooh, good things. Gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels are bringing you gifts from your creator. Open your arms and receive them. This is a beautiful read. I love it. All right, guys. So what have you guys said? Your arms are wide open. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Andy. I'm glad I can brighten your day. I do what I can. Thank you. Do you guys want to come back on and do some more signs? And then I'll end this, and then we can come back on and we'll do some, I don't know, some different signs. Like I know we didn't do Cancer, and then some of you guys suggested Libra yesterday, so we can come back on and do that, and it'll just, I don't know, just have some fun. I don't know. I figure we can get right back on in probably about like 15 minutes, just for a little bit, not like too long. Just do a couple signs and have fun and see what comes out. All right, awesome. So on that note, you guys stay fabulous, stay awesome, stay epic, and then I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, namaste.